I've got both sleeves separated, and I have gotten to on the next round to the point where I place the marker just before casting on the underarm stitches. And here the pattern says to remove the marker and work following the chart across some number of stitches. So it's rather a large number to be able to follow the chart and count at the same time. So if you want, you can place a temporary locking marker there to stop you from going beyond. So for me that number is 17, exactly half of the underarm cast on stitches. Let me just count that out. Should be here. And if I could only close it, let me just verify that I didn't miscount anything. 1, 2, yes, 17 from both sides. And I'm continuing following the chart, working the colors as indicated in the chart. If I reach the pattern repeat, end of the pattern repeat, I have an extra little repeat marker at hand to place it there. And I am to place a marker for side here. And with main color, always with main color on every row, this next stitch will be purled and it will create a nice side seam. Now I have used the first stitches of the front, so 17 stitches belong to the back and 17 stitches belong to the front. On the other side you'll see the same. You'll follow 16 stitches and then place the marker, because that last front stitch will be this purl stitch. But because the purl happens right after the marker, we just place the marker just before that stitch. And then it says to start following the chart from a specific stitch number, to make sure, because a full repeat doesn't fit here, you need to make sure that here again you start with the correct stitch so that this row aligns with all the previous rows. For me, that starting stitch is 3. I don't have the chart at hand as it is on the phone that I'm using to film, but I can cheat and look at my previous repeat. So I'm starting with 2 main color, 1 contrast color. Okay, so let's do that. 2 main color, one contrast color. At this place, you've got to be careful that you don't have too many stitches in the same color, and that you might need to trap the flow as well. And I will now have 6 stitches in main color. We'll trap float. And I now should have 4 stitches remaining before I restart the existing yoke stitches, and they should all be in contrast color, where this will depend entirely on the size you're working on and which row you're separating the sleeves, but whichever it is, you should not have any offsets. The pattern should continue seamlessly across these stitches and here. So that creates this little break in the pattern where you have to be careful that after every purl stitch you always start with that specified place in the chart, and it won't be a full repeat, so nothing to worry about.